let's dive into this. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up real quick. You guys we have this sheet, right? It's kind of reference sheet. Excellent. If you don't have this, it's okay. We're gonna do some stuff up on the screen. All right. I wanted to show you a few things, right? Why it's important. So what we're using today is from Chuck Jones, and it's about his real life drawings of animals and how that kind of led to dictated into some cartoon characters, famous ones like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Sylvester, Porky. So why it's important to draw real life stuff in addition to drawing cartoons. So I figured I would show you a few things as I got into drawing real life stuff, and people who are way better than I am telling me that this is how you grow, and just to keep practicing. So here's a portrait, right? So it's from Bono, who's from U2. I did this back in 2002 on an airplane, right? With pen. You could draw with anything. Doesn't matter what your drawing utensil is or your drawing surfaces, right? Drawing real life stuff. All right. And then Marvin Gaye, right? So real life stuff is cool. It lets you, once you understand the principles of that, draw something like if I were to turn to, I hope most people have at least heard the name Clint Eastwood. So this is my Clint Eastwood X-Men character, right? There's my Clint Eastwood X-Men character, complete with white eyeballs, right? So that's kind of my caricature of Clint Eastwood. And then I'm a huge Batman fan. I am a huge 1989 Batman fan, directed by Tim Burton, starring Michael Keaton. So this is my Michael Keaton X-Men character off my Batman, right? So a bit of a caricature, just some markers. So all to say that the better you do drawing real life and kind of get at, the better you will do at your cartooning, right? Animation, all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to dive in today. We've got 27, which is awesome. So we're going to move around the room.
And
yes,
Ben,
sir.
Sorry to interrupt. Amin was waiting patiently with his hand up.
Yes, go ahead, Amin. What's up, buddy?
Is it okay if I just go print the picture right now really fast and go get it?
Yes.
So need
yeah, I'm gonna
for it.
We're gonna start in on it, but you go ahead and print it because you're gonna be able to catch up super fast, and I'm just gonna start the process. So go ahead and print that. Go ahead and print that.
There's no link, and I can't print images. So
wait, you can't what?
I can't print images, so it's kind of hard to print it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
We'll tell you what. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw this stuff up here too, so that you can see this. So there's a couple people that weren't able to grab this sheet, so I'll draw it up here too so that you can see. All right.
And sorry, so, JJ had a question real quick.
JJ, yes. Go ahead.
I actually know how to print it not as an image.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to make a Google Doc, put it on the Google Doc, scale it up a bit, or scale it down if it's way too big. Yeah, then.
I'll do that. So.
All right. Here we go. Let's get into some rabbits and some ducks. Some legendary rabbits and ducks. So, if you've been in this class
before,
we
go along with you?
Yes, you're going to go along with me on this. So you're going to draw what I'm going to draw. All right, for this to start off with. So here's kind of what the game plan is for today. It's understanding what Chuck, right, was doing and how he would say real life. So people would come in and they would say, I'd love to, they show them all these Bugs Bunny drawings, right? They wanted to animate and draw the stuff. So they go in and, show Chuck all their Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck drawings. And what he would say is, I want to see more like, how does your life drawing, right? Like, how does your nature drawing, that kind of stuff. He goes, because what I can do is, if you understand how to do that, I can show you how to do Bugs Bunny all day long, right? We'll teach you how to do that. So this was very important for him as he was doing his studies and then turn them into characters. So we're going to do this first. We're going to kind of walk ourselves around the sheet and do a rabbit, a duck, a pig, and a cat and change them into what we have here. So we're going to follow his lead. And then we're going to get into two of our own characters. I don't know about you, man, but I love squirrels. Squirrels are fun. I had a pet squirrel once for a very short time. And also, because the shapes are super awesome to draw it down. We're going to do a giraffe, right? So we're going to understand how that works just like this. And then we're going to create our own little characters. So that's going to be like the speed round. All right. So the first 20 minutes is about this. And then we're going to concentrate on turning a giraffe into a squirrel into our own concoctions, right, from real life. So let's get into the rabbit. So you have your sheet of paper, right? And if you see Chuck's, I'm going to put mine right here so I can see it better. If you look at, we've been doing a lot with basic shapes, right? Understanding objects, drawing them fast, and getting basic shapes down to understand our proportions. So if you guys have this sheet and you look at the rabbit, right, the rabbit that the legendary Chuck Jones drew kind of has a rectangular head, right? And remember, when I'm drawing too, if I've got a question in my mind about how something looks, right, I'll measure it with my pencil, and then I might measure distance, not might, I would measure distance with my pencil. So my drawing utensil, right? So we've got this here, and then we've got some ears that go up like so, right? Basic shapes. So all I'm worrying about right now is basic shapes. And then if I look at his body, it's kind of like a trapezoid, right? That comes right down from his head.
Ben, we lost your video. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, sorry. It was a phone call. My iPad rings when my phone rings.
Okay.
We're fine. I have my oldest son and my oldest daughter trying to get on. So, and then if we look at the back, right, the back is kind of another trapezoid, right, where we've got, well, something like this, right? And then you got his foot underneath here, and then his tail.
Someone's asking if they're supposed to draw that too.
Yes. Follow along with me on this one. So here's basic shapes. So if you look at Chuck's rabbit, right, and how we're just kind of breaking down into basic shapes before we get into cartooning. So I'm going to give everybody a minute here to just grab that. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shapes.
Looks like we have a question from Dylan.
Yes.
I don't think I did it right. This is what I did.
You did it. That's right. You're right. And then there's just a little foot right underneath here. So you're fine. You're on task. Okay. All right, so we're at this point, right? Now we'll go in, and if you can see on this drawing here, we're gonna, now that we have our basic shapes in, we're gonna kind of define things a little bit more. So there's a rabbit's got a nose. 'Tis the season for bunnies. All right, and then he's got a little mouth up here, right? His eyeballs kind of like so. Now I've got my shape as an example, but his chin kind of curves out there a little bit. And then I get into his ears. So. And then he's got another ear behind that. All right, so you can see you take your basic shapes and you add some dimension to it. Has anybody ever had a pet rabbit? I've never had a pet rabbit before. Well, no, that's not true. I had one pet rabbit. Her name was Babs.
Megan says I have.
Rabbits are cool.
Yeah. We had a
I'd like
pet
a
rabbit named Wallace.
Oh, nice. Was he like a flop? Was he a lop? I like the lops.
Yeah. Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince my wife to let me get a tortoise, even though we have 3 dogs and a fish. All right, so you can see how you take your basic shapes here, right? and that's what starts your groundwork, and then you can go in and start to define your lines a little bit more and give it some shape, and just like that, we've got a rabbit.
I think Sophie would like to share.
All right, yes. Oh, go ahead, Sophie.
Here's my rabbit.
Dude, and nailed it. Good job, right? Pretty easy to like break down structures like that. Sophie, you did awesome, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Since I live in New Mexico, there's tons of rabbits running around our yard.
So New Mexico was the first place I saw a jackrabbit.
They're creepy.
No, they are. They're creepy, but they're awesome to watch take off. I was totally fascinated. Samantha has her hand up.
Let's see. I'm trying to find her. Oh, here she is.
Sweet. Y'all are nailing the rabbit. Well done, Samantha. Nice job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Emily and
I dig
Sophia would like to share.
Emily and Sophia.
So, a rabbit.
Sweet.
Mine.
That's awesome, man. See how kind of easier it makes it to draw those kind of things when we see them from real life and just break it down into basic shapes. That's cool. All right, so let's get into
I'm sorry, Taryn and Kellen would like to share.
Taryn and Kellen. Nice job, guys. All right, let's see the next one.
This one is mine.
Sweet. You guys are doing great, man. Love it.
Thanks.
All right, let's get into. Oh, I see my son's on here.
Oh,
hi, Aiden.
Claire. Let's jump over
Aiden's
to
not
Claire.
on video. All right, Claire, let's see yours. Nice. That's awesome. You're welcome. Well done. All right. So let's get into, oh wait, JJ. I see one from JJ. Dude, nice job on the rabbit. See, basic shapes, break it down. Look what you did. That's awesome. All right. Let's get into Daffy Duck. Well, yeah, we're gonna get into Daffy Duck, and then we're gonna come back to our Bugs Bunny, and then the actual Daffy Duck. So we're gonna do the duck, and then we're gonna do each character next to each other. So on my sheet, I'm gonna start my duck down here. If you can tell by this, it's a circle, kind of like an oval, right? And then the body, so if I'm looking at kind of the drawing like so, I've got a neck that comes down like this. I'm going to take this down a little bit. And then I got my body that kind of goes in this direction. Right? And then my feet, which is like triangle. Right? And then that's kind of my basic shape to start. Right? Super simple, breaking down a duck. All right, give everybody a minute to do that.
I see Dylan's hand up.
Dylan.
Can I show you both of mine so far?
Yes.
So that's my rabbit,
Excellent.
and this is so far my duck.
Dude, man, you're doing awesome. Well done, Dylan.
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this duck a little bit more, right? So we've got like some loose shapes. I've got kind of a triangle for a bill, right, where that comes in. And then if I look on the back of my duck, he's got his wing, right, which extends past my oval. So kind of almost up to where the neck is, right? Super easy. Where his foot comes down, there's my duck. Now I'm going to get in and let's add a little detail to the duck. All right, so I've got let's bring this in a little bit more. There we go.
I see Amin's hand up.
Yes, Amin.
Nice.
Well done, man. You caught up fast. Well done. All right. So we got the duck. I don't know about you, but do you guys have dogs? Does anybody have dogs? I've got 3 dogs.
Samantha has a dog.
Samantha has a dog. You know what time of season this is for dogs? Now, not ducks, geese,
I saw Sophie's hand.
right?
Amelia
Sophie,
has 2.
Amelia has 2.
Megan has 1.
So I don't know about you guys, but my dogs think what the ducks or the geese leave behind are like candy, which is ridiculous.
I think Sophia says 0.
That's all right.
Yeah,
All right. No dogs.
No dogs.
Or ducks.
Or ducks.
Mhm.
I would totally want a duck, and if I named a duck, and I have to give credit to a good friend of mine, Dave, my son, who is on this as well, would agree because he would like a duck. We would name it Admiral Quackbar. Come on, Admiral Quackbar. Star Wars, anybody? Tater Tot, you love that. Admiral Quackbar. Oh.
It's a trap.
Quack. Oh, it'd be so awesome. All right, we got feathers in underneath, and then little definition, right? Super easy duck.
Hand up from Amelia I'm sorry, Emily and Sophia.
Emily and Sophia, yes.
Okay, ducks.
Nice. Good job. Yes. Nailed it. Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we're going to take some legendary animals, right, and a rabbit and a duck. Whereas if anybody, rabbit fire is one of my all-time favorite. Samantha, I see that, dude. Samantha, your duck is awesome. I see your duck. One of my all-time favorite Looney Tunes films is Rabbit Fire. It's a part of a trilogy with Rabbit Seasoning, and I forget the other one. And Rabbit Fire has Daffy and Bugs reading out of cookbooks with duck bordelaise and rabbit over tube leather, which I don't know how that would taste. So we're going to get into these 2 guys. Now, as we take this, we're going to get into bugs. So mine's kind of off here. I'm going to do my bugs here and my daffy here. So let's break down some rabbit. Let's turn this into a cartoon, a legendary cartoon. So we've drawn, if you've been with me before, going back 2 weeks now, we did how to draw Bugs Bunny, right? So this time, though, Bugs Bunny isn't just his head, it's his whole body. So I'm going to do mine. Remember, too, like when you're sketching, we have a tendency to draw with our wrist. I want you to open up, right? Draw with your elbow and your shoulder as we're sketching, right? So you don't have to get like super tight. I want you to get loose. We're making our loose lines. So I've got my Bugs Bunny's head, and it's okay that that's loose. And then I got my sight line kind of like right where his nose is, and he's pretty much looking straight that way, right? And then if I look at his body, so if I'm looking at Bugs Bunny's body, if you can see in here. So for those of you who might not have the sheet, it kind of looks like I've got a circle out here and it connects in here like a bean. So from right about here, I could say his body comes out to about, let's see if I'm going to measure almost 1 head. So 1, about right there. All right, and then I've got a circle where his rear end is. All right. So there's kind of like just my basic starting line, right? Just like we did with the rabbit, there's my basic starting line. Now, Bugs's ears are going to go up into the other rabbit. That's okay. And he's got these big old cheeks. He's got this nose. right, there we go. And he's got that smile line right there. Apparently, I can't tell how many whiskers. I'm going to say it was a low budget day because I think he only has 2 whiskers in this one. All right, so his head kind of comes up like so. Right, I'm getting my Bugs Bunny down. All right, so I've got bugs happening. I've got a shoulder up here. So see, like I've got kind of mimicking those lines a little bit. His back arches, and he's got a foot, just like we have coming out the back. And then his toes. And then we've got his hindquarters with his tail. Kind of like Chuck has it there. And then I got one. Wow, I'm a little off. All right. His shoulder comes back. Got his gloves. In his hand, right? So it's a super fast Bugs Bunny, right? Kind of mimicking that. So we're changing the rabbit into the rabbit, cartoon style.
I think we have a few people that would like to share.
All right.
JJ.
JJ.
So I'm both showing off the goose and the Bugs Bunny.
That's awesome. You're doing great on your bugs, man. I dig that. Well done.
Here's Dylan.
Dylan. All right, Dylan, let's see your
This is mine, but I did a mistake on the Bugs Bunny.
That's okay. I think you got the head down, you got the body working, he just runs off the page, that's all. Sweet. Good job, Dylan. Good job.
Claire.
Claire. Nice. Good job, man. That looks awesome.
Let's see. Tater Tot.
Tater Tot. Nice. And you've got the bugs in the standing position. I dig it. Well done. Your duck's awesome. I don't think I saw the duck last time. Duck looks cool, man. All right, Emily, and then Samantha's got her hand up after that. Maybe.
Emily and Sophia.
My Bugs Bunny didn't turn out as expected, but still.
That's okay. Look, you got all your shapes down and everything.
Okay.
Good job.
My Bugs Bunny kind of looks like he has a cat face.
That's all right.
Yeah.
He kind of does a little bit have a cat face, right? I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, who else has a hand up?
Taryn and Kellen.
Taryn and Kellen.
I do this.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, nice duck, man. And you got bugs down. Good job. Excellent. Good work.
Jumping over to Amin.
Amin. Yeah. There you go, man. That's awesome. That turned out great. I love it. Good job. All right, let's go to Samantha and then Sophie.
Okay.
Good job, Amin.
Samantha's.
Samantha.
Samantha.
Whoa, dude. Come on now. You did awesome. I love that. Your bugs looks killer, man. You got your proportions down and everything. Good job. All right, Sophie.
I didn't finish him yet, but this is what he.
That's okay.
This is what I have so far.
That looks great. Yeah, you got the features down and everything. Good job. It makes a little more sense when you can refer back to something, right? In kind of like a real life model. That looks cool, man. All right, so let's get into Daffy. So we're going to get into Daffy here in a second and go for the duck. All right. So I'm going to use my sheet down here. So if we break down Daffy, man, it's been a while since I've drawn Daffy Duck. All right. So I've got his circle. Remember, as you got like your sheet of paper, fill it up. So it doesn't have to be super tiny. If you can fill that up. And then let's see his sight line is like this. And then his beak, I'm just going to do like a triangle. Well, that's not a triangle. I'm going to do a rectangle like so. All right. And then, so that's the start to my Daffy Duck. And then I've got his neck. Comes down to about right here. And then his chest. So I kind of get a circle in for that. I see the way he's going. So it's got a line that curves down, right? So that middle line kind of curves down like so. I've got another circle down here to connect to. He's got his arms off his hip. If ducks have hips, I don't know if they have hips. I guess they have hips. All right. And then, right. So and then we got here, and we got his legs that come down. All right. And his tail. So super simple Daffy Duck, right? That we're starting out. So we're keeping our shapes kind of like what we did here, right? We got kind of like an oval for the head. We've got some like ovals, little kind of ovals here for the body as it starts to take shape. His wings are obviously arms, so it's a little bit different, but his feet are like little rectangles followed by triangles. Same kind of thing as the duck. Now, you got your basic shapes down. We'll start to put in Daffy's features. So Daffy is certainly one of my all-time. He's in my top 3. Which my top 3 cartoons being Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. All right.
There's a question.
So,
who are your top 3, Ben?
My top 3 are Marvin the Martian, Daffy Duck, and I mean, I guess it kind of goes without saying, I'm not being cliche, but Bugs Bunny, because specifically, all 3 of them interact in some of my favorite cartoons. Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny in Rabbit Fire, which is one of my top 3. And then Daffy Duck and Marvin the Martian and Duck Dodgers. All right, so get your Daffy down. And pass it along. All right, so I heard that two awesome classes happened yesterday, one for the first time, and I think I saw some people from this class on the clown class with kind of getting crazy with masks with Mr. Mike. Did anyone who was on that, did you like that class? Because it looked awesome.
Yeah, we have some hands up.
So what's cool is we keep adding some super cool things and cool teachers and different stuff. And next week's schedule will be out on Sunday.
Oh, look at the map here.
There you go. I saw Liliana and Heather Rose on that. That's cool. Nice job. Very cool. All right. So we've got a Daffy, we've got a Bugs, right? Oh, Samantha, well done. That looks awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next week. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got a Bugs and a Daffy. We got some hands up. Scott from JJ, Emily, and Sophia, and Amin. So let's go to those three, and then we're gonna start. And then we're gonna start our end project. All right, JJ, let's see what you got, buddy.
I'm almost
nice.
daffy.
You're doing great, man.
This is my mom's.
Mom, you did awesome. Well done. Kudos to Mom. She did a great job. All right, let's go to
Emily and
Sophia. Yeah, Emily and Sophia.
So here's my daffy duck here.
Sweet.
And here's my.
You did great. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Daffy's not easy either, is he? Daffy's kind of difficult. I have difficulties with Daffy. All right, Amin.
To Amin.
I sort of drew him with my thing tilted, so this is what it looks like.
Sweet.
But if I just put it back, it kind of looks like he's leaning back at something, like he's mad at something.
He could be. Maybe he's disgusted. I don't know. I won't spit all over my screen. That's awesome, man. Well done, Amin. Looks good, dude. Way to turn a duck into a famous duck. Claire.
A duck into a duck.
Claire, nice job.
Thank you.
Dude, your Daffy's awesome. Very cool. All right, we have Dylan and then Taryn and Kellen, and then we're going to start our end project.
So you said, by accident, I did 2 mistakes on the heads.
That's okay. It looks good, man. Are you drawing with marker too? That's pretty impressive. I love Sharpies. Sharpies are a lot of fun. All right, Taryn and Kellen. Hi, Jade. Whoa, dude, nice Daffy duck. Have you ever drawn Daffy before?
No.
You did for a first time, and it looks that good. Come on. Yeah, he usually is.
And then there's my duck, and then there's my Bugs Bunny, and then there's my.
You did great.
I kind of messed up on the eyes because the eyes is actually really hard, but.
That's okay. Let's see it. Let's see what you got. It looks good, man. You did good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's get into our final. So we've got 15 minutes until we go kind of round robin here and make sure that we are able to take a look at everybody's stuff. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to say, do you think we can get a giraffe done? We're gonna do a giraffe and break it down, and then we're gonna break down a squirrel, and then we're gonna take one of those and make a cartoon character out of it. So let me start with the giraffe, and I think we're gonna do the giraffe as a cartoon because that face is awesome. All right, so we're gonna start with a giraffe. So you got your sheet of paper. I've got my giraffe. I'm going to put the giraffe up on here so everybody can see it. All right. Can everybody sees that giraffe? We're good. Okay, so check this out, right? A giraffe. What I love about giraffes, I love going to the zoo and watching giraffes because I think they're absolutely fascinating. So a giraffe is made up of a lot of, believe it or not, triangles. Right. So if you look at the head, right, the head is a triangle. So I would draw a triangle like so. Right. It's the head of my giraffe. And then if I look at his neck, so let's see, 1, 2, like 2 heads. 1, 2, about right there. I'm going to get my line down here, right? So from here, I have like a rectangle of sorts. To where his neck comes down, right? And then if I look at this shape here, so if I'm just going off here, I've got down, like it's kind of like a trapezoid, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got a shape that comes down. That neck, that back just kind of slopes that same line as the neck. It's not quite as long, right? And it comes over. So sort of like that. And then I've got his legs back here. So if I look at his legs, it's kind of like the same thing, right? And then some some rectangles that come down. So I don't know if you guys have by you, I will not assume, but we've got some pretty awesome giraffes here at Brookfield Zoo. And one of my favorite things to do when the zoo is open is to go check out the giraffes when they come out in springtime for the first time, because then they run all over the place. All right, so super easy, right? You break down a giraffe into simple shapes, some trapezoids and some triangles. And he's got little horns back there. All right, simple, easy breakdown on that. So does everybody, I'm gonna leave this up here for a minute so you have it for reference. So give it about another minute, check that out. Giraffe, simple shapes.
I did see Simeon had his hand raised.
Simeon. Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
I just finished my Bugs Bunny dish.
Show me that Bugs Bunny. Nice. Simeon, man, you did awesome. I love your bugs. Very cool, man. Very cool. All right. So let's get in. We got the giraffe. You can see him over my shoulder. Everyone's doing their kind of final round on that. We're going to get into the squirrel next. Hello, son.
A couple of people have their hand raised.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yes, Dylan.
I never drawn a giraffe before. This is what I've done so well.
What? You've never drawn a giraffe before?
Not like this.
Dylan, man, that's an awesome giraffe. Look at what you did with simple shapes. I can totally tell that's a giraffe. Your giraffe's better than my giraffe. Well done, Dylan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we want to go like clear. All right, we'll see
Okay, so
that
this is
simple
what I'm
shapes.
working on.
That's great.
Thank you.
Look at what you accomplished with simple shapes. This is what I love about this group. Man, you guys do an awesome job at breaking things down and turning it into something that is totally recognizable. Love that. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
All right, where are we going next? You're welcome.
Emily and Sophia.
Emily and Sophia. Ladies.
So here's my giraffe that they don't
Nice. I love it. You know what that reminds me of is a miniature giraffe, and there was a Comcast commercial or an AT&T commercial, and a super rich guy had a miniature giraffe. I want a miniature giraffe. That'd be the awesomest thing ever. All right, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How about your sister?
Kids.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I didn't know if both
My
of you were.
giraffe.
Sweet. Well done.
Good idea. Add some spots.
Yeah, you can go for and add the spots. Absolutely. All right, let's roll to I like the spots. Let's roll to Sophie, then JJ, then Taryn and Kellen, and then we're going to get into the character. All right, Sophie.
Okay, 1 second. Here's my giraffe.
Yes. Way to go.
I think he broke his leg.
Well, do you know what's funny? If you look at animals' legs, right, especially like back here in the leg, it doesn't. You think that the leg should kind of like go like this, right, as they're walking, but their back legs actually, if you look at a dog, it does the same thing. Their back legs have that bend to it, all that torque to push themselves forward. All right, let's go to nice job, Sophie. Let's go to JJ. JJ, let's see what you got, buddy.
So I went a bit further.
You did go a bit further. Way to go. Hooves and everything. Nice job.
I'm tempted
Love the
to
giraffe.
Normal
At least
tail.
you got to go for go for the tail. Add the tail. All right, one more. Taryn and Kellen. All right, guys, let's see what you got.
Here. Oh.
All right, Taryn's first. Taryn, dude, giraffe is awesome.
Thank you.
I love it. All right, Kellen, let's see what you got. By the way, Kellen, love that Star Wars shirt. All right. Yeah, buddy. You took it a step further. That is awesome. Way to go, dude.
Right there. I really like the thing that you did with it. I put that right thing. That was really funny.
I know. That looks awesome. I love it. Look what you guys did with simple shapes. I know. All right. I got my little giraffe here who's joining me. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, I don't know if we have enough time. We're going to do a speed squirrel, right? So we're going to do a squirrel super fast. And then we're going to come back to the face of a giraffe done as a cartoon, right? So let's do the squirrel. All right. All right, Gruntus Maximus. You ready? Did you just wake up from your nap? Yeah, you did. Yeah, all right. Okay, ready? Speed squirrel. Here we go. So I'm going to put it a little higher up here so you guys can see it. All right, we've got our squirrel, right? This dude is super easy on his basic shapes. Look at his head, right? So his head kind of is like so, right? Kind of like a trapezoid a bit, right? And then he's got this big old back piece. His arms kind of fold up into here. So so rectangle. You want some cereal? All right, well, you're going to have to give me a second, buddy. All right, and then look at this giant oval right here. It's huge. And what I love about squirrels are their big fuzzy tails. And if you see the tail, it just kind of curls right along the back. Right, and then he's got his feet that come out here. Right, like that. Super simple squirrel. Speed squirrel, right? Basic shapes. So you can build a squirrel in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes. And you can start the groundwork for your squirrel. So I'm not going to get into too much of the detail on this yet. What I'm going to do is I will post this in the class. I didn't have these online because I just picked them up, but I'll put them in the class page so that if you guys wanted to check out these images, or you can look up your own, it's totally up to you. So let's get into our giraffe. There was a giraffe named Jeffrey at one point. For those of you who remember Toys R Us, which is probably just Scott and myself because they closed. So did our childhood. And right. And we had Jeffrey the giraffe, although I don't want to name this giraffe Jeffrey. I think let's see. It's going to be a good name for this giraffe. I need something totally abnormal, but kind of normal. Like I don't want to name him Dave because I feel like I name all my characters Dave just because it's kind of funny. So yeah, rip Toys R Us, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Jeremy. You know what? Who said that? Carson? Melvin. Oh, Melvin is from what's the one from DreamWorks? Come on, it's all the animals. Somebody help me out. What's the name of the cartoon? The animated film. There was 3 of them. Caroline, what was it called?
It's called Madagascar.
That's it. Madagascar. Thank you, Caroline, because I totally forgot. All right. So check this dude out. I'm gonna put him over here. Okay. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna take basic shapes, except for we're not gonna do realism on this one. We are going real life to cartoon like we did with a rabbit and the duck and turn them into Bugs and Daffy, right? So here's what this is gonna be. Here's our reference image, right? And if you look at this, I've got kind of a triangle, sort of trapezoid that comes down, right? That's the dog. That's the dogs, man. All right. So there's my, right? Look at that lip that he's got. This dude has a little bit of sass to him, all right? So he's kind of looking straight down this way. Hold on, buddy. And I got his snout here. He's got eyes that are off to the side. All I'm doing is putting circles right now next to where my eyes are. That doesn't mean I'm going to make the eyes just like that.
Wait, we're turning it into a character?
We're going to turn him into a character. So what we're going to do is get our basic shapes down. And then from here, you guys are going to turn, I think Carson said Jeremy. Let's just go with Jeremy. You guys are going to turn Jeremy into this wonderful cartoon character. Yes, buddy. That was the dogs, buddy. All right. So we got the horns up here. Okay. So you kind of got basic shapes, right? We got a sort of rectangle. We got some circles where we know the eyes are going to go, because I'm going to have my eye line right there. He's looking down the middle. I got my snout, and then his neck, and then his ears. Simple shapes. I'm going to leave this up here for like 2 minutes so you can reference this. And then if you're already into it, dive right into turning him into Jeremy into a cartoon character. All right. So I'm going to leave that up there. There's my basic construction lines. And then you guys go to town. So a giraffe has, I mean, look at those eyes. The eyes are definitely unique. They're kind of off to the side a bit. He's got that snout a little bit here. He's got the horns on the top, big ears. And this is turning him into your own awesomeness. All right. And remember, you can keep your lines light to start, and then when you go in for the finer detail, like I kept my stuff pretty loose. And then we're gonna, when we're all done, I'm gonna do the same thing we did when we tried to get Mr. The Rock, which I'm still trying to get The Rock to crash our class. Tater Tot and I are on a mission. We are gonna get The Rock to crash our class, and it's gonna be epic, right? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Aiden. My son Aiden is gonna help out also, and I'm gonna enlist the help of Megan, Carson, JJ, whoever, Samantha, Emily, and Sophia. We'll all tag The Rock. We'll keep doing it and be like, look, Mr. Rock, this is what we did. And then maybe he'll come on, and then we can do some drawing with him live. And he can do some poses like that raised eyebrow. This is all recorded. So Scott, I just need this segment of the video so that we can get this to Mr. The Rock again, because I've been tagging the you-know-what out of him. All right. We could call the giraffe The Rock. You're right. Simeon, it's like our theme this week. Let's go with The Rock. Carson, I love Jeremy, but if we're going to try to market this, let's go with The Rock. This giraffe's name is The Rock. I'm not saying he's super muscular. Maybe you're super muscular giraffe or something, but this giraffe is named The Rock because that's what we're trying to get. Amin, yes, buddy.
Okay, well, I drew something, and then
That's awesome.
You renamed it The Rock. I'm going to make this man John Cena, and this is The Rock right here, and this is Cloud.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and then maybe he's doing like the face thing or something. I don't know. All right, Simeon, go for it. All right, dudes, here we go.
We need him.
We do. All right, we're going to do the same thing we did last time, where I'm going to have, before we get into showing everybody stuff, I'm going to have you all show your drawings up on the grid view. And then Scott is going to take a snapshot of that. And that is what we are going to do to blast this out and try to get The Rock. So once we're ready, which will be in like, we're going to take 5 more minutes to do our The Rock giraffes, right? And maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe he's got the eye raised, right? And then sort of, right? That classic The Rock. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I would be okay with like some quesadillas right now if that's what The Rock was cooking. Maybe The Rock cooks. I don't know. I don't watch enough of The Rock, but I could, because we're on a mission. We're all on a mission. I almost want to make The Rock the entire theme for the next week too. All right. I think The Rock likes creativity. He's got to like creativity. Scott, are you sure you don't know anybody who knows The Rock?
I might.
All right, let's look into this, and then maybe we can like just get surprised, and then you'll let him into through the waiting room, and I won't even know he's in the waiting room, and then you'll be like, hey, so we have a special guest, and I'll be like, really, Scott, that's awesome. Who's that special guest? Because I'm not going to know. You're going to be the only one that knows, and you're going to be like, I want to introduce you to Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and then we will all freak out.
Well, I'm not going to tell you right now because that would ruin the surprise.
Yes. Don't tell me right now. I don't ruin the surprise.
Wait,
just
wait, I have a question.
yes,
So
dear.
now we turn the giraffe into characters?
Yep. So you get to turn the giraffe into your own.
I did basically the same thing I did with Mr. Rock as the character, except a giraffe and a bit.
All right. Well, we're gonna go around the room here in a minute and show everybody stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you did.
And this is my regular.
All right.
Oh my gosh. No.
I'm gonna get my ears in, and then I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna take a look at what we got. All right. Here's my ears. All right, so I won't say he's like muscular, but how are you going to show muscles in the neck? I don't know. I don't need to show like super huge muscles, but he's got that one raised eyebrow. There we go. All right. There's my The Rock. I almost spelled it wrong. That would be terrible. Okay. Rock tattoo spots. Oh, hey, you know what? Right? What if you did have like that's a who said that? Who said rock tattoo spots? Just put that back up there. Tater Tot, of course it was you, man. Tater Tot, we're like symbiote creatures, you and me. All right. Let's see. I know he's got some of that Samoan stuff going on.
Oh, wait.
All right, so there's my loose tattoos. Okay. All right, how we doing? All right, so there's my super loose The Rock, super tattooed up giraffe.
Disgustingness.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give it one more minute, right? Simeon, that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna give it one more minute, and then wherever we're at is totally fine. Okay, and then we're gonna hold them up to the camera, and then Scott's gonna take a snapshot, which looked awesome last time. I took a snapshot of all your guys' drawings up on there with the rock picture that we drew and that we referenced from, and I posted that to social media. So Jade, that looks awesome. Simeon, Dylan. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this here in 1 minute. Nice job, Jade. I'm totally excited about this. The Rock giraffe. JJ has somebody riding his rock giraffe. Wow. MacBooks, iPhone. I don't know what you guys' names are, but those drawings look awesome. Liliana and Heather Rose. Nice. Yeah. Dude, those are cool. Wow, look at what you did. That is amazing. Amazing. Love it. All right. You ready? Let's do this. Let's do this big view. Let's do this big view because I'm going to start rolling through. So everybody, hold up your giraffe drawings wherever it's at, or the rock wrap giraffe drawings, right? Let's just hold them up to the thing. Everybody get yours in frame. Scott, you let me know when you've taken a picture. Everybody's got their giraffes up there.
Okay, waiting for Simeon's.
Simeon,
And
put yours up there, buddy. All right. Hold it up there until Scott says we're good. You let us know when we're good, Scott.
All right, we're good.
We're good.
Wait, one more.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm more interested in
Perfect.
drafting up the calendar.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go around the room, right? We're going to take a look at everybody's stuff. So I want you to put up your digital hand. I see a bunch of people have it up already, like JJ, Emily, and Sophia have their hand up. Dylan, Taryn, and Kellen, Leanna. Oh, my goodness, there it all goes. So if we put up that digital hand, so that way we know that we've got everybody, so that we can show everybody. All right?
Let's jump to JJ first.
JJ, starting with you, buddy. Let's see. You're on.
So I updated my giraffe.
Nice. I love it. I love the 3 eyes. That's brilliant.
He has an arm.
Wait,
Not
in the middle?
It's coming out of his neck, Mom. It's coming out of his body.
I love it.
I'm committed.
Hey,
You know what? I say run with it.
hold
Absolutely.
it. I'm sorry.
All right.
Order your paper.
All right,
That
Emily
looks
and
awesome.
Sophia.
All right, Emily and
So
Sophia.
here's giraffe. We also wanted to
Nice.
show you this cool marker we have that has a bunch of crayon, yeah, that has different colors, but it's all in one.
It's all like miniatures. Oh,
And you
dude, I
can
love
also
that.
like take this out and put it in the yellow if you wanted to, like a green
Really?
and a yellow.
That is brilliant. Are you using those to color with?
We will.
That's
I
awesome, man.
will.
I haven't seen those markers before. That's super cool. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right, dudes.
Dylan.
Dylan, you're up.
So my first one, this is my Bug Bunny and my things that we first learned. And then this,
Yes.
my regular giraffe.
That's awesome. I love it, man. Look at the spots on that thing too. That's super cool.
It thinks. And then this, I did the same thing I did with that character with Mr. Rock, except a giraffe.
Nice. That looks cool, man. Way to go. Way to go. Very cool. I love it. You did a great job, Dylan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
All right, Taryn and Kellen.
Darren and Kellen.
You guys done?
Dude, Kellen, nice job.
Well, that's Taryn. It's Taryn.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Taryn. I'm looking at the screen backwards. All right. Nice. That's awesome.
Bugs
That is
Bunny top.
You did great, man. That looks cool.
And then
All
like
right.
has like a bunch of teeth. Oh my God.
That's cool. Nice job, guys.
And then he's dreaming that he's the Rock.
He is dreaming that he's the Rock. Remember, we're going for the Rock. This is a campaign until we get him on here to crash our class. All right. Where are we going next, Scott?
Liliana and Heather Rose.
Liliana and Heather Rose.
Well, we did the big spots. This is mine. Laser gun.
Sweet.
I love that tie.
I love it. I love it, man. You guys did some great drawings. I love the head. And he's wearing a tie. It's a very sharp dressed giraffe. Well done. Well done. All right, where are we going next?
Amin.
Amin.
Okay, well, I'm just going to show off all my drawings that I made right now.
Yes, sir.
I have no more paintings in my sketchbook. Stuff. Here's all my cartoon drawings.
I love those. You did a fantastic job on that.
Here's my disgusting drawing.
I love the tattoos.
drawing.
That's great, man. Amin, man, you filled up some pages, man. Well done. Way to go. All right, where are we going next?
Next up is Amelia.
Amelia. Hey, Amelia.
Hi. That's my giraffe.
That looks awesome.
Thanks.
I love the tattoos. Your tattoos look better than my tattoos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Super cool, man. Way to go. You're going to help us get the rock. Oh, I love how can you hold that up a little bit more? Nice job on the shapes. Dude, I'm impressed, man. Way to break it down in a simple way. That looks awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay, where are we going next, Scott?
Next up is Sophie.
Sophie.
Okay, Sophie, what you got for us?
Okay, here we go. 1 second. Here.
Yes. I love the tattoos on the neck too. That's awesome. Is he wearing a bandana?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I love it, man. Nice job on the giraffe. Nice job on the rock giraffe. So if you're part of the squad, man, we're going for the rock. All right, we've got if you're wanting to show, remember, put your digital blue hand up. We've got 7 up right now. Simeon.
Okay, so this is my rabbit and my duck.
I love that.
Thank you. And then this is the Bugs Bunny. These were the 2 giraffe things.
You did great on breaking down a giraffe, man. Samantha, yes, we'll get to you also. You did great job, dude. Let's see you're the rock.
This is the rock, and there's a wrestler in the back.
Yes, WWE.
And this is some kind of squirrel I made.
I love it. That's awesome. Man, you work fast. Way to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, where are we going next?
Is, Seth.
Seth, hey man, how you doing? All right, let's
see. Oh, wait, there we go.
So this are my bunny and my ducks and Daffy Duck. And
well done. Look how well you did breaking down those shapes. Oh, let me see the giraffe. Hold it up.
My giraffe.
Yeah.
That's my squirrel, and that's Maui from Moana as a giraffe.
You know what? Let's put all the characters of the rock has been because we got to get something right. That's awesome. I love Maui the giraffe. Way to go, Seth. Thanks for sharing, buddy.
Except
Tater Tot. Tater Tot. Yes.
So, did you want to go for a walk?
Oh, dude, I love the tie. That's awesome.
Sure.
Nice job on the giraffe. Well done, man. I love it. All right, who are we going to next? Jade. This is a surprise. Come here. All right, Jade.
This is my giraffe, Mr. The Rock.
Dude, you're I love it.
That's awesome.
I love we are so gonna get him on this program. I know we are. Dude, Jade, well done, man. I love it.
Thank you.
Nice job. All right, where to next? Carson.
I did
All right,
mine.
buddy.
It's like kind of surprise. Like, you know how like deers stop when they see headlights?
Yes. Oh, I love it, man. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Well done, Carson. All right, where are we going to next?
Bella and Evan.
Bella and Evan. And then we're going to do Aiden and then Samantha. Wow, man, you guys filled up that whole page. That is impressive. I love the rock in the car. That's awesome. Well done, guys. Oh, this is a special treat for me. This is my oldest son. Hello, son.
Hello.
Hey, guys, Aiden's on the screen right now.
I kind of went
All right.
through what you did. And then
I
I made
love
him
it.
thinking about a rock that is also a wrestling champion.
Oh, I love it. Hey, let me see the squirrel breakdown real quick in the simple shapes. Son, I'm proud of you. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Way to go. Aiden Olson is on my program today, yes. All right, let's see, Samantha.
Well, I'm going to show all of them, but
Yeah, show me all of them.
The giraffe and the squirrel breakdown, and then I have this one, which we did before with the duck and the bunny and all that.
Dude, wait. Let me see that one more time. Oh, that's awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job. All right, and what's the next one?
The giraffe.
and he's pumping an arm. Oh, I'm serious, guys. If The Rock doesn't take this, I don't know, but we're gonna try it. I love your giraffe, man. That came out awesome.
Thank you.
Very good. You're welcome. All right, did we miss anybody?
Oh, there's one more hand here.
One more hand. Vienna. Wow. Man, you guys filled up the page. Look at your daffy, too, and your bugs. And I love The Rock. The giraffe came out awesome. You're welcome.
This is Vienna.
Wow, Vienna.
Yeah.
Dude, that is amazing. You guys both did awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing.
Okay.
All right, JJ. JJ for the close.
Two things. A, I want to show off the Bugs Bunny and Daffy at the end. B,
okay.
What are we doing? Well, what would we be doing next week?
So I'm gonna you tell me that drawing, and I'm gonna tell you exactly where we're gonna go next week. Good prompt. Way to throw it back, JJ, and do a tease. I love that. Nice.
Me too.
You did great, man. You did great. That's awesome. All right.
And actually, I saw Nissy's hand up too. I didn't want to miss anyone.
All right. Let's see, Missy.
This is The Rock.
That's awesome. Oh, you did a great The Rock, man. Nice job. And then did you do the animals also?
Yeah, they kind of.
Can I see that one? Don't worry about that, dude. You did great. You see what I love about this and why it's all practice, right? Is breaking things down into basic shapes, which you did a very good job of. It's all practice. That's all. That's awesome. You did not do a bad job. Daffy looks cool. Bugs looks cool. The rabbit and the duck look good. You did a very good job, Missy. Thank you.
There's one more.
Amin, bless you. Amin.
What time will it be next week?
I will be on at 2:00, so the same time this week. I will be on next week, and I'm going to do Tuesday. So to follow up with the JJ and Amin prompt, I'm going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week at the 2 p.m. slot. Right, we're going to get into some more in cartooning effects. Right, so breaking down into some animals and characters. Dude, this is live TV. What are you doing? And how to develop those into our own character groupings, right? So kind of setting the stage a little bit where I want to go in the next couple of weeks, which is storyboarding, right? And yeah, I mean, we'll have some stuff. We'll post the videos too after, but getting into some storyboarding, how to tell a story with characters. And then I'm trying to develop this thing right now called art tag. Now, I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but it's going to where I'm going to start something off and then I'm going to tag Aiden. And Aiden's going to draw on to what I just did. And then Aiden's going to tag Tater Tot. Tater Tot's going to tag Dylan. And we're going to add to this drawing as we go around the thing and kind of do this art challenge, right? And we'll show the thing, the person will draw it, and they tag somebody else. And we'll keep adding to it to make this mythical creature or whatever it is. So we're going to do a little bit of storyboarding, probably Thursday, some character development on Tuesday, and then some gesturing, and then possibly art tag on Wednesday. So you can check it out, chuckjonescenter.org. In the virtual programs, we'll have any downloads you need for next week, any PDFs, any reference material you guys can find. And then I'll say this one more time before we go, because I'm shipping 25 of these out tomorrow. We have our Chuck Jones Big Draw kits, right? So with your parents' permission, you go on to the site. It's in the virtual programs. It's in Chuck Jones Big Draw Home Edition. And in that, we've got how to draw Bugs Bunny, right? We've got some cardstock drawing paper, which is good for markers as well. We have a draw your own comic book cover, right? And then we've got a four pack of crayons. We have a picture of this game, which looks like this, that you can play with family. And then we have a make your own Acme disintegrator. Now y'all should have enough toilet paper rolls, right? So you get a handle, you get a label, and then you draw on those, right? You get a toilet paper tube from home, you wrap it with the label, and then you make your own Acme disintegrator, right? So we're mailing those out. It's free. You have to ask your parents, but they just fill out a form and we just ship it to an address. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for drawing and creating this week. You guys did such an awesome job. Wait, do you have to pay for these things? No, Simeon, you do not. All your parents do is fill out the form with their address and we ship it. So it's free. Have a great afternoon, guys, and we will see you later. Good job, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Son,
Amin
I will
wants to
call
know
you.
if the rock's coming.
Yeah, well, you know what? I want to know if the rock is coming.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.